2024 Paris Olympics women's basketball score, Aja Wilson, Team USA cruise past Nigeria to reach semifinals. The Americans are now just 2 wins away from their 8th consecutive Olympic gold medal. The United States women's national basketball team continued its dominance with an 88-74 win over Nigeria in the quarterfinals of the 2024 Paris Olympics on Wednesday. Team USA has now won 59 Olympic Games in a row, and its quest for a historic 8th consecutive gold medal will continue with the semifinal matchup against Australia on Friday. Less than 4 minutes in, Nafisa Collier made a jumper to give the Americans a 6-4 lead, and they never trailed again. While Nigeria was able to hang around for a while, it was a 2-possession game in the middle of the second quarter. Team USA eventually flexed its might. The Americans used a big surge late in the second quarter to push the lead up to 19 points at the break, then added another run early in the third to effectively end the game and put it on cruise control the rest of the way. Aja Wilson led Team USA with 20 points and 10 rebounds, while Jackie Young added 15 points and Breanna Stewart chipped in 13 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. As a team, the Americans shot 54.8% from the field and had 31 assists on 34 field goals, though you also get assists on passes that lead to free throws in FIBA play. Here are some key takeaways from the game. Wilson remains unstoppable. The reigning WNBA MVP firmly established herself as the best player in the world this summer during the first half of the WNBA season, and she's kept up that form in the Olympics. She was terrific again on Wednesday, finishing with 20 points and 10 rebounds on 9 of 11 shooting from the field. Wilson scored her first bucket just seconds into the game and never looked back. All of Wilson's talent and versatility on the offensive end at times belies the fact that she's also 6'4", and she used that advantage effectively against the undersized Nigerians, who didn't have any rotation players taller than 6'2". For the tournament, Wilson is now averaging 20.3 points and 9.8 rebounds per game, both of which are best for second among all players, and shooting an astounding 61.8% from the field. Mostly a defensive masterclass. A quick glance at the box score may not indicate a noteworthy defensive performance, but the final numbers were skewed by a furious late run by Nigeria, in which they scored 15 points and made 5 of their final 8 shots, including a buzzer-beating layup that irked Kala Copper and the Americans. But if you ignore the last few minutes, when Team USA was already thinking about the semifinals and Nigeria was desperately trying to make the final score more respectable, it was a brilliant defensive outing from the Americans. They held the Nigerians to 37.7% shooting from the field and forced 13 turnovers. "The biggest thing is playing out of our defense," Young said. "Whenever we get stops, we're able to get going in transition and play with the pace we want to play at." The Americans will need to be just as locked in on that end of the floor when they face their biggest test of the tournament on Friday. Young steps up. Ever since this squad's first game together, which resulted in a loss to Team WNBA during the WNBA All-Star Game, the biggest question has been who'll step up to support Wilson and Breanna Stewart. Entering Wednesday's quarterfinal, there was still no definitive answer. Young may have finally changed that. Wilson's Las Vegas Aces teammate was moved into the starting lineup against Nigeria and finished with 15 points and 3 rebounds on 6 of 10 from the field. That performance came just days after she went for 19 points and 4 rebounds in the final group stage game versus Germany. Given her size, versatility, and toughness, as well as her comfort with fitting in alongside other extremely talented players, it's strange that Young wasn't playing much early in the tournament. The 5th starting spot alongside Wilson, Stewart, Chelsea Gray, and Nafisa Collier should be hers the rest of the way, and if she keeps performing like this, the Americans are only going to be more difficult to beat. Updates 26.